we spent a lot of time talking to you last year about water issues in the city of Houston, and it was about conservation. It was about the problems we were having across the city with water main breaks. Today, we're here to talk about the responsibility that citizens across the city of Houston who receive water from the city of Houston have to keep current on their bills. We worked through horrific problems last year with the epidemic of water main breaks. We worked closely with citizens who had water leaks, adjusting bills, making sure that the responsibilities were fairly allocated, and that if there were problems, that we found a solution to them. What we've seen in the last months is an uptick in people who've decided not to pay their water bills. We have a significant problem across all categories, from commercial to multifamily to single-family residential. And so today we are announcing a stepped-up enforcement effort to get people to pay their water bills. And the method we use: you don't pay, you get your water turned off. It's not that we haven't been using water cutoffs, but we are about to ramp up the effort, and we're going to start over the next 2 weeks with this aggressive enforcement on commercial properties. But we want to spread the word that the multifamily property owners and residential property owners are going to be subject to this aggressive enforcement as well. It's not a grace period because, again, we're going to do our regular and routine cutoffs. But today we have more than 22,000 city water customers who are more than 200 days past due on their water bills. We hate to turn off water. Turning off water is a life safety hazard, but it is unfair to the other citizens who pay their bills on time. The total amount due today exceeds $13 million. I hasten to say that this is not a matter of water bills means I can't pay for police officers. They're completely different funds. This is an enterprise fund. It means that the other ratepayers in the water sewer system have an unfair burden if people don't pay their fair share. So, more than 22,000 water customers, more than 200 days past due on their bills. Based on collections to date, delinquent charges are nearing record levels for this year. We want to get our arms around it, drive it back down. In 2011, there was nearly an 18% increase in delinquencies as compared to 2010, and this enhanced collection effort is aimed at making sure we drive these numbers down before it gets any larger, and we make sure that we don't establish trends. Now, this is not going to be a surprise to anybody. Customers have been repeatedly notified that their accounts are past due, and a lot of folks, I mean, it's just a pattern in practice. They wait till we cut off the water, and then suddenly the check magically appears. We are always aware that water is a life safety issue, but water has to be paid for. Public Works and Engineering Department has hired temporary customer service staff to assist with service suspensions, so that as we go out in a systematic manner and step up the enforcement, turning off water in certain areas of the city, you get your money in, you get us online, you do what you need to do to pay the bill, we can do a very quick turnaround to turn it back on. So part of this enhanced staffing is to make sure that we do the turnoffs, but we also do the response side. We're going to start today. Right. We have the teams going out. As I said, we were going to begin with commercial, and we hope that over the next 2 weeks that the multifamily and the residential property owners and other commercial property owners that we haven't gotten to yet will come in and take care of their bills so that we don't have to go out and shut their water off. If an individual property owner cannot pay their bill for some reason, and they haven't already communicated that to the water department, because again, all of these property owners have received multiple notices, I want to remind everybody that there is a water fund that is designed to assist low-income individuals with who are unable to pay for water, but that for most of these folks, particularly the commercial and multifamily property owners, they need to pay up because they're putting a burden on the rest of the ratepayers in the water sewer system. In our water fund, I know that more than 1,500 customers have been assisted through this program in this fiscal year, so there are people who are taking advantage of it. In my hand, I have a list of the top delinquent commercial properties, starting with a bill at, I actually have top 3 bills are more than $10,000 of arrearages, and I have the top 20 multifamily property owners. The number 1 multifamily property owner, total of 9 accounts, so they operate apartment complexes across the city, nearly $200,000 in arrearages. So we are cracking down, and we need your help to spread the word.